And this would, instead of her being in the hospital right now, if we hadn't saved her, that would be a memorial. This game isn't pulling punches. This scene would be a memorial. And now, a little bit more foreshadowing to what comes next. A nice big portfolio with Kate's name on it. And that took a little bit over 3 hours. I thought it was a little bit more, but I guess not. So this statistic here is very interesting. So once again, this is the global statistics of everyone like who's played the game, and the interesting thing here is the whole the thing with Kate and the thing with Frank. And 34%, only 34% told Kate to go to the police regarding this case instead of waiting for proof. And most people will, of course, rewind to see both choices, and they'll like still go for the like the other one, and that is very interesting. There's a lot of like I can speculate a whole bunch about why this is, but this is a little bit like, I don't know how to say it, but I think that this statistic here is a little bit problematic. If it's a reflection of reality, this waiting here with the police, that is worrying, really. Because that leaves, because she was, exactly, it says a lot about the social consciousness of the world, because she was sexually assaulted. Like, there's no other way around it. This was like, she was drugged. And, like, only 34% would go to the, told Kate to go to the police. And this is very interesting and very scary. Huh?
Only 38% would what?
Only 34% of people would go to the police and say that she was sexually assaulted. That she was basically raped.
Wow.
Yeah. Exactly, Mina. And I have no idea if this is like anything like, hey! She took my ice cream. But yes, so I'm not sure why this is. But if it ever occurs, go to the police, seriously. Go to the police. Even if they can't find anything out, if they don't find anything, go to the police. You missed just the ending, and we are just to wrap up this chapter, and we're just going into some discussion regarding these statistics here, specifically that only 34% of people who play the game, told Kate to go to the police about sexual assault. And yeah, it's Yeah, it's fucked up. So let's continue to the next point. The whole thing with Frank. 52% of people shot Frank. Now, I'll admit, the first time I played the game, I shot, like, tried to shoot Frank. And kept that choice. But, still. This one is special. And another thing is also, like, only 62% of people managed to save Kate, which is good, because Kate deserves all the hugs. Still. Also, 71% of the people blamed Nathan. And I understand it. And just a little spoiler thing here. Hindsight will hit us like a truck on this choice later. And it'll be fun. But Nathan is responsible. So. Wait, we didn't help Alyssa? Oh no! Wah wah. Well then, that's problematic. I guess we're not saving Alyssa in the last chapter then. Hmm. I just messed up. Oh well. So, no, the plant is fine, Mina. We didn't water the plant. I deliberately neglected watering the plant. So, we erased the link to Kate's video, 94%, which is nice. I just annoyed that I missed helping Alyssa. This is dope. We were friendly with Taylor. We rejected Warren's invitation. Because Warren just like comes a little bit creepy. Come on. We wrote the message about Max was here. Alyssa is the like the purple-haired one. The one with purple hair, a little bit chubby. And always like very like being very, very negative. Like she's incredibly negative, just always gloomy. Like incredibly gloomy. So I don't really like her. She's a bit too gloomy for me. So, but hey. I have a lot of gloomy friends as well, but Alyssa is just a bit too much, I think. At least in the short time we've been here. We gained access to the Vortex Party. This one is also very interesting. We didn't tamper with the railroad tracks. I actually didn't know the first time I played this that this wasn't possible, because I just tampered with the rail tracks because I have no idea what was going on. So here's another one. This one here is actually not so consequential. The fact we didn't tell on David to Mr. Jefferson, but I mean it's really not his business. So so let's see the teaser for the next chapter. The Chaos Theory chapter. Oh gods. I can already see this chapter and it's like So that will be it for today. I'm actually done very early. I thought it would be streamed for a little bit longer, but that'll be it for today. But actually Chaos Theory isn't the bad one. Chapter 14:4 is the bad one. But you are not going to be happy with me. And I finished my ice cream. Good. So, Chaos Theory is a really good chapter, as is the next one, which is the Dark Room. It is just superb. But you are not going to be very happy with me the way we do the next two chapters, I think. At least the fourth one. But that'll be quite some time left. But what do you think about the game so far? Those of you who haven't played this game, what do you think? Because I really like the how way this game just paralyzes, like just is a parallel to the real world, and like how the death of these characters. It's so good. I love this game, despite this game, you know, making me cry a lot. Yeah, it is realistic. Like there are so many parallels in this game. It is incredible. Still, it's just good. Yeah, that's fair. And yeah, thanks. And the implications you get, because there's as the like the game series progresses, you get to see more and more powers that she does with her time thing, and it's really fun. It's really like all the implications makes you really think like, okay, she has this, like the main power is just rewind time, but what can you do with this? We have now seen, well, this rewinding time where you stand in place. We also know that she can rewind time, but like go to her past location. She can do this because that's what happened in the very first chapter, but we can't do it ourselves because it's not the gameplay, but she can do it. In this one, we have seen that she's capable of technically using her time rewind power to freeze time in essence, and I just love it. And we're not done with the rabbit hole of powers quite yet. Yeah, I really like the way you like the things go with it, because you get to do some puzzle things, and this is also what I really like fan fiction with this, with Max, because it just, people who like experiment with these things. Escalation noble to crown. Yeah, let's call the queen of escalation to crown a noble to elevate a noble. But yes, and I will say I have thought about this as a power in the Worm universe, but still, it's just so difficult. But that'll be it for today. Tomorrow there'll be more Ace Attorney and Escalation Court, the Court of Escalations, because honestly, Max she can do some pretty horrifying things if she sets her mind to it. I think the way we explore, just with the whole thing of we pulling the trigger on Frank, just shows this little thing about things that she is capable of, like just mentally capable of, even if she isn't, prepared to deal with the consequences. Maybe it is a little bit interesting. So yes, other characters, as I said, next time we play Life is Strange, I hope that'll be on next Sunday. I hope tomorrow there'll be Ace Attorney, Wednesday there'll be Ace Attorney, and then we'll Fire Emblem on Friday, so we'll see. I don't think there's anything else I have to think about. No, I can't think of anything. If there is something, if there's anything of importance, I will put it on Discord, of course. So, is there anyone raiding here? Or anyone we can raid? Hey, Hey, Ghost is playing Dark Souls, so let's raid Ghost. And I thank you all very much for watching today, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone, and good night.